Aloha. Hello people. I've done the alliance and all I have to say is good luck. Don't go in as a healer.
Perfect. Forever to get to this point. Don't. Funny you should say that. I wasn't planning to. Hey. Okay. All right. So I gotta go to Tulio though, because I'm not doing the story today. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Story Beats is gonna be not on the stream. Story Beats is going to stay private for everybody. Oh. Okay. Right. How did that happen? Somehow, some way, the game just... Okay. Today is the day where I lose my mind. Today is that day, isn't it? Today is that day. It's today. It's today. I swear to God, it's today. Like, it took me forever to get 14 downloaded. There was an internet issue. And my monitor didn't work. And then the OBS didn't want to work. And then the power cut off for a little bit. Today's a day. Today. I have the unluck today. So here's what I think is gonna happen. I'm gonna get into this new raid. I'm gonna die several times. I'm gonna have a horrible time. I'm gonna start blaming everything, everyone. Even what? Counter, Intrepid, Minstrel. that's that quest. Otherworldly encounter. Is it the other?
Hello there.
Wow. Bad. Yeah, it's the otherworldly encounter. Fantastic. Hey, what's up, Rio? I was going to actually talk about the patch notes as well. While doing. Okay, alright. Otherworld.
Gonna do the 24-man right away.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the story beats. Story beats is a personal thing for me. So I think doing the raid would probably be the to go through. That seems like an experience that everybody can get with. I could start pointing things out like, oh, that thing's from 11. That's from 11. That's from 11. That's from 11.
Subsync.
The Burgess. So I mean, at this point, I'm like the last
I'll join
person.
for it since I died. Didn't he get the scouting boots?
Didn't get the scouting boot. Fuck, Mike. Straight up in the butthole. But sorry, I was watching an angry video game
Just
nerd
got the 24-man
episode at
raid done
work.
too.
So don't say anything. None of you say anything.
Drop, but they should
All
have
right?
the stats I want.
Nobody
in the database
say a
that said they
thing.
had crit and dead.
Nobody say a thing. Okay? Do not talk about the story. I did not experience it. So shut up. There you sink. Say, aren't you sink? That certainly saves me a lot of trouble.
The entire thing got it. Tongue sticking out.
Asked to find you on behalf of
Village.
curious happenings around a Mamook of late, and we thought one with your worldly experience may be able to help us sense of things. If you have time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamook. You'll find her west of the plaza in the large building near the two-headed statue. Still need to do. Yeah, I can't be. All right. Well, I've heard some things about difficulty. That's all I've heard. But difficulty, something that I welcome. I alone play Dark Souls. Yes, every person you see do a let's play and a playthrough is me. I am the only one who plays Dark Souls or any Souls game.
I'd say it's not hard, but there's a lot of shit going on.
So it won't even matter because I'm. Look at that sword on the wall. Truth be told, I was unsure. Call on you.
I won't say more than that though,
Trouble
cause
we
I'm
now
not a
face
spoil
cannot
sport.
be
LOL.
over.
Plus this a good chance to see how Dark Knight feels for sure.
Again, when we found a fallen traveler in the sky deep. This kind is not a common sight in these lands. Tall and slender of build, pointed ear. He has yet to awaken, speaks in his sleep, strange things that make sense to us. It's our hope that you might recognize something in him. Jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Speak with. Got this, bro. Elijah, the traveler stirs. Be good. Be so kind as to bring him here. I need to switch up my sword. Can't be that high-tech sword right now. I gotta change it. Oh. Whoa. We're glad to see you awake and in good health besides. I ask, you're a traveler? Sorry, I can't remember. Seem the fall has affected his presence here is complete mystery to us. His armor, the only as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you out of the ordinary? Well, you know, breaking the fourth wall here. He looks like a Sandiorian. Looks like your typical adventurer to me. Not much different from that. Lezen or Dite. Or would that be Eldite? Let's try that. Lezen. Eldite. It's not quite right. Ah. I remember. Elven. An elven adventurer. And you, Ulja, could it be I've come to Mamook? Mike is cutting out certain parts. That's probably me because I'm like turning heads and stuff. Wait, if I'm in Mamook, then I must have been taken prisoner. To so readily believe us enemies, perhaps he comes from a land unfamiliar with our customs across the salt. He could be from Eorzea, I'm not so sure. Maybe he came from Alexandria. Not so sure. We've no way to know for certain. Which case... Malaja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why? What happened? The Luljaja shade has returned. It's been sighted near Gok-Drak descent. Bakuljaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. The vow resolves companion from the feast or from the feet of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of the situation better than most. Recent days, the late dawn servant Shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yuktal. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Buniwa should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we've a pressing matter at hand now. I must hurry and inform the Lands Guards. Bakul Jaja requires reinforcements. It's the sun too, you know. The Dawn Servant's Shade. Fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? Gotcha, bro. I'm in your debt. Direct descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. By the way, whenever you can throw it my way, I'll throw it when I get the raid. All right. Okay. Galul Jaja? This kind of encourages me to start over in 11. I think I'll do that actually. Friday is going to be Mario and Luigi, but maybe after that I can like a start over in 11. Because I lost my other account where I was like max. Well, god damn it! I hate losing that account. I couldn't get that account back. I tried. I really did. I tried. Oh yeah, there's that. I do need that one. Dies of nostalgia overdose from 24 Man. Kidding, let me stop. No, we could do a Final Fantasy 11 stream sometime in the future. I just gotta set that all up. I'm going to go through the horrors of making a new account, but after that, we're going to be starting fresh. I'm going to start fresh and see how things have changed over time. How far is this, man? Where are we going? Okay, hold on. That's rats. Thought that was my fellow free company mansman. Bro, you love the raid? All right, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I haven't done it. That's what we're doing today. We're doing the raid. We're not doing the story. I'll do the story on my own time. Don't you feel like beatboxing whenever you hear this? Sorry, I gotta get my voice acting chops. Ugh. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Can he speak? Probably not. Pathetic. You dare call yourself blessed children? Not bad. You might actually prove a challenge. Psyching himself up. If you come to help, best stay on your guard. He's not alone. What do you mean he's not alone? What? No. They didn't just push out of nowhere. Oh my god. What the hell is she wearing? What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Here I go. Nullifying dropkick! Oh no, you don't! Oh my boy, yo. I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Ah, not bad at all. But it'll take more than a couple of Tauruses to stop me. Taurus? Really? Taurus? This is a Taurus? Taurus? Are you daft, girl? You can speak. A shame you don't seem to have any manners. The heck? The name's Prish. You do well to remember it. Prish? Ooh, that's a cheap shot. Still, what the f is she wearing, bro? Ha! Looks like I win! Uh-oh. One Taurus down, one to go. I hope you're ready. At ease, Prish. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, Olmia. Wait, Yolmia? Yolmia? Wait, you see Yolmia and Galujaja? Wait, what? Wait, Yolmia? What's she talking about? Don't tell me that's like the path. Oh my gosh. Prish, wait! Please don't go! I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant Shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has said or has to do with all this, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, you can't be allowed to return. Oh, wait, they can't be allowed to return. My bad. We've a duty to protect this forest, and I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one. Yeah. Don't do this. Don't. Come on, man. Come, you. And he just went in. This man just went in. Prish, what's happened to you? You know what? I thought the entrance to the raid would be a lot more elegant. you know what I'm saying, guys? Not some sort of hole in the floor. What? Oh, my gosh, you guys. Bro actually went, let me solo. Exactly. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, do you hear that music? Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. Your comrades in arm, I think. I forgot. But something was clearly wrong with her. She's not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Yomiya. The Yomiya I know is an elven woman. Far cry from the reptilian friend or fiend we encountered. I gotta do something about that. Turn on the lights here. Give me a second. Okay, got my glasses. Something. Oh, I didn't even get to read it. It is on auto though. Not going anywhere with those. Gotta boost the volume up in the game. But she needs me. I got you, bro. That's all I said. That's actually what I said. You will go in my stead? Not how to thank you. Don't have it set so it only works for voice. I mean, but the music, the music, man. There's so much. Recognize that look. The eyes of a man who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Oh, I went to 14 music. Despite what Prish has done, she was a dear friend to me. I'm fairly certain. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. You know, the portal to the raid could have been a lot more flashier than a hole on the ground! Juno, the first walk! Alright, this is where I started getting people in the party. Raise your hands, everybody! Raise your hands so I can find you! Basically, Rio, I need to find you. I think you're on my friends list. Probably pop you in. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it downloaded. Oh. Raising my sword work? No, I can't see you. Not in all this. I tweaked it so that I don't see too many people. You're here. What? No, not soulless? Oh, man. Oh, it went to you. What the heck? Why did it do that? Oh, and there's Johnny, too. Is he doing it? You're on Viper at the moment? Too bad I'm in another state at the moment. Otherwise, nah. Well, I wasn't asking you anyway. No, I'm kidding. Let me figure this out. There's ADHD. What? I didn't even see ADHD here. All right, let's touch this portal and. Excuse me? Oh my gosh, how tweaked is this? That is very tweaked. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I have like the whole thing where people disappear near the interest point. I am so glad that exists now. I am glad. Anyway, I'm gonna actually boost the music. I want to hear this. Let's go to 85. Just 80. Don't boost it too much. And I gotta get me avatar. Should I get me avatar on the screen? Nah, we don't need an avatar on the screen. We don't need my PNG tube. All right, what we got? Juno, the first walk. It's gonna be interesting. 26 minutes? No way. That's how many people are doing this right now? Maybe not. Maybe the reason why it's at 26 minutes is because it's not a lot of people. I also love now that you can set a title screen to pop up now. And well, listen, the best thing that they said, okay, so now that it's 26 minutes, let's talk about that patch. Let's talk about that patch. All right, and am I still recording? Yeah, I can make this a separate thing on my channel. let's talk about this damn patch. Let me see. How about that apple? The joint? I don't know if joint. I mean, listen, I can get more people. Damn, that's a big wait. Took me less than 5 minutes when I tried it earlier. First, because I don't think anybody else is doing it. I don't know, or maybe too many people are doing it. Well, I did put it up that if anybody wanted to come in, can come in, but nobody wants to come in. Everybody's already done it. In case there's a lot of tanks doing it, maybe there might be a lot of tanks doing it. I have no idea. And I don't mind. Let's turn this. Okay, let's turn this off. I can't do that. Didn't go off. So let's do that. Let's down. You don't have to come in, Argus. It's fine. You don't have to come in. If I could talk about the patch notes, that'll be just as swell. Feel as though in my mind. I'm losing my mind because I so let me pull. There we go. Like my Ori wallpaper. So I did bring up the patch notes here. Let's skip that, because we're doing that. I gotta get invested in that because that's probably gonna help me with my I'm pretty sure that might actually help me with my discipline of the hand and get that all leveled up. Unless this is more or less Discipline of War. Is this Discipline of War? I like quest. Yeah, it's Discipline of War. Never mind. My bad for thinking even the other thing. Let's skip that. New chapters have been added. New game plus. Are they adding? Yeah, they should be adding role quest, right? Everybody's gonna go crazy and wild for this. This is just a little nip in the bud when it comes to interiors for the houses. I want to be able to manipulate the inside of the house so that I don't have to have the stairs there. I could have the stairs somewhere wherever I want. It's still very restricted. Still very restrictive. Like compare that to like PSO2. All right, that's some good looking furniture. You get a boxing ring. Can you? I don't know if you can even jump into it. Maybe that would be a good idea. That tree looks gorgeous. I want that painting down there, and there. All right. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. I have not played Mahjong yet. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. New duties have been added to the support. Holly? We need to figure out if we're going to be doing that new extreme. We need to figure that out. Let's see. Duties can be recorded. Wait, the duties that can be recorded have changed. Thelia, Warlord Door, and the Interfer, and then the ACC Lightweight M4 Savage. I forgot we had a recording function in this game. Now you can be a bartender. Oh my gosh. So many RPers are going to be using this. Gosh darn emote. Ain't going to make any sense. Alright. Battle systems. Okay. Before we go on to this, just know, I care. So if you hear me complain, it's because I care. So let's talk about this. So, they made changes to the Paladin. We're going to get the tanks out of the way. Cover. Something that people, honestly, don't use. But you know what the funny thing is about this? Maybe in the future, because they're looking at cover right now and they gave it more yalms, being able to have a wider range for cover, perhaps we can convince them to be able to, I don't know, put a mitigation on cover or something. Take it off of the charge, or take it off the gauge. Sorry, take it off gauge. Maybe have it be a cooldown of some sort, instead of being something that can be that uses gauge. Or because gauge can just be filled to the brim really fast, it could stay on the gauge, but it needs to have a mitigation attached to it. So cover, mitigation along with cover to help somebody. I don't know. Cover needs an upgrade that isn't just take all true damage. Cover used to have mitigation back in the day. Cover could do mitigation, and you could use hollow ground back in the day. Made you invincible, so like somebody took the damage, you put on hollow ground, nobody took damage. It was fun. In fact, they may need to bring that back. It was it was cheese. Yes, it was cheese, but it was fun. Intervene, now at level 66. Now, if I understand this correctly, Intervene is the gap closer. Well, okay, it's at 66. How about we take Intervene off of damage for gap closer? How about we do that? Finish up what you did. Start it with Dark Knight, start with Gunbreaker. You made their gap closers non-damage so that they didn't have to use it within their rotation. How about we do it for Paladin and Warrior? How about that? How about we do that? Because you still need to use Onslaught and you still need to use Intervene. Warrior, Home Gang. By the way, Hollow Ground now has the effect. The action will now apply earlier, which is good. The only reason why any of the ults, all of them, that includes Living Dead, the reason why it's applied earlier is because they changed Gunbreaker. They basically had to. There was a glitch Super Bolide for a while. Like, you can turn Super Bolide on, but there's like, I don't know, maybe, I want to say like, maybe 0.025 seconds of some sort of like a transition where you could still get hit and lose that 1 HP. And some people have been killed why they did that for Gunbreaker. Or Chaotic Cyclone change makes me sad. Why does it make you sad? The hit detection for this action will now trigger earlier. I mean, I don't see it being a negative nor positive. It's kind of just like there. The hit detection will now will trigger earlier. Now that I think about it, because Bloodwetting, and then if you just use the regular AoE that you'd use, sorry, my mind jumbled up right now. I know Chaotic Cyclone is faster when the hit comes. That for sure. Just a tad faster. So using the late trigger to extend blood wet beyond the CD's duration. Now triggers. I don't know anything about how blood stand in turn. I think like at the very, and it'll still just the effectiveness just goes off. It's like this. The chaotic cyclone's really a nothing. Like not a negative. It's not a positive. So like you do what you have to do to survive. You can use any AoE honestly with bloodwetting, but I mean I think it's actually a tad faster than Sabate. I have to go. Using Cyclone at 1 second of bloodwetting applies the healing 2 seconds after. I mean, that's just a case of animations, right? That's all you're accounting for? Oh shit! Thank you, Argus, with the gifted sub. Thank you, man.
_01 gifted the _void hunter a jiggy. Fire Knight _01 gifted a tier 1 sub to the _void hunter. They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Yo, Argus is the real douche. Not a douche, but a deuce. You said 3? Did he say 3? Holy crap, Argus. Yeah, that's just the animations for Chaotic Cyclone. I mean, at the end of the day, your bloodwetting still goes off. Like I said, it's not a positive, it's not a negative, it's whatever. We'll get to Dark Knight. Let's go to Gunbreaker. I was getting more out of bloodwetting is all I was getting more use out of bloodwetting is all. It's an optimization thing. I don't know about optimization on that. Like I said, it's just the action. You're like in the animation for the action, which that the hit still goes through. Going to tag every enemy within the mobs. Optimization aside, it's not really that big of a deal. A lot of people, I don't know. Let's go to Gunbreaker. So, Roar's potency going up to 300. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. It's okay, yeah. They have a more reliable, basically, XCOG within Heart of Corundum, so I mean, whatever works, but Aurora, okay, that's pretty good. Now, this is the big one, Super Bolide. The effect will now apply earlier. This is the reason why they do this for all the other invulns is because of Super Bolide, but now they changed it from no longer reduces to HP to 1, but instead reduces HP to half of the maximum, which I definitely need to know, because it says half to the maximum. Does it work in reverse? Because I haven't tested it. What I'm thinking is that when you're below half, maybe it doesn't reduce anymore. But if you're above half, it'll just go straight to half. It reduces it to half of maximum. That's the key word here. Half of maximum. And it says reduce. So like if you're below half, maybe I pulled the screamer. Nah, you don't have to do that. Having up 1 bullet. But yeah, that's the thing here. That's what I really want to know. It does not when below half, no health. Okay, all right, no health is lost. So effectively, Super Bolide has become the second best invuln in the game because it literally just makes you invincible now. So it just makes you invincible. Heart of Light shares same thing with Dark Missionary, which is reduces physical damage taken by 5%. Finally, oh my god, finally they did this. We didn't know why it was just magic the whole entire time for probably a couple years. But like now it's a viable ability. Now we can bring it to Savage. Now we don't have to suck We don't have to suck. We don't suck anymore. I was say invisible damn that just break Umbric. Hyper velocity, the potency going down in terms of reduced, but the potency increases by trait of mastery has been changed to 220 to 200. Now, I'm not really too sure here because they reduced the potency. I'm reading again from 2. Why'd they do that? Well, okay, I know why they did that. Because double down, it now costs 1 cartridge. This is a big deal. 5%'s nice, but planning... Oh, but planning solved that a long time ago? I don't know. No matter how you look at it, Dark Missionary did not help when it came to, like... Yes, especially in, like, M1 Savage. It just did not help. And trust me, I've done enough M1 Savage to know, like, that Warrior really came through with Shake It Off. Shake It Off is still better than Dark Missionary and Heart of Light, because it puts up a barrier. So, it's still better. But, like, Heart of Light and Dark Missionary was just ass during these Savage fights, man. Ass. But Double Down being 1 cartridge, I had a problem with Double Down because it was 2 cartridges. Now this kind of solidifies, and this does bring up the DPS for Gunbreaker quite a bit, because that's like raw 1200 damage. Planning CDs, timeline uses, etc. M1 Savage's small test table during most raid-wide pre Magic. I guess it is kind of a test table, but I'm gonna tell you, Jay, both M1 and M2 and M2 mostly have a lot of physical AoEs, and it was ass. Dark Missionary and Heart of Light was ass. No matter how much you planned it, it was ass. I'm sorry to say this. It was ass. So I'm glad this happened. This is good. Pure Magic didn't make any sense in the first place. Ever. It did not make any sense. Like, Pure Magic tank, meanwhile the other 2 tanks were basically covering everything, so it didn't make any sense in the first place. For Dark Knight, now, they did a lot of changes for Dark Knight. So Dark Mind is now physical damage taken. I have a slight problem with this, not because now you can use it and it's viable, but then it's like you have Dark Mind and you have Oblation. Like, I'm not kidding. It's still there. It's still here. Oh, hi, Argus. Oh, and it went up to 30 minutes. Accept it. Accept it. Okay, cool. And it went back to 30 minutes. Okay. But it's still there, as you can see. There it is. Oblation is still there. So, like... So, physical damage for 10, but still does magic damage for 20%. And this just does 10% damage. They are both there, which gives Dark Knight just a slight edge of mitigation. Just a slight edge. So you'd rather have Oblation be gone and Dark Knight handle both? No, I'd rather have... we'll actually get to that. We'll get to Oblation. I'll get to that. Living Dead now applies earlier. Whatever. Still kind of... You know, most situational ult in the game. Visual Drain current now. Cure potency is up to 500. Okay, that's fine. Carve and Spit restores own HP. Cure potency 500. That is my I have a problem with this. Now, why do I have a problem with this? Well, a Visual Drain is going to be great, right? Yeah, 500 potency, which means more HP in the pocket. That's great. Carve and Spit, same potency for some reason on 1 mob. Now, I would probably wouldn't say anything if maybe like you hit a crit or something, I don't know, But I think they should raise this potency to maybe like 700 or 800, maybe even 1,000. I don't know. That's probably pushing it. Okay, you can argue with that. Probably pushing it. But having it being the same potency of your AoE kind of doesn't make sense to me. Because, like, on a single mob, right, you're not going to choose Abyssal Drain. Or Abyssal Drain. You're not. You're going to use Carve and Spit. Carve and Spit does the same thing of 500 potency on one mob. Whereas the 500 potency is on Abyssal Drain. Kind of just doesn't make sense in my mind there. I think Carve and Spit should be more potency. And also, I think both of these abilities, even if they're tied together, I don't mind them being tied together. But if they have to be tied together, have their abilities be like on a cooldown of 30 seconds. I don't know why it's on 60 seconds. And they did this because Abyssal Drain was spammed in Stormblood. They kept it as that. But I don't think it needs to be on 60 seconds. Like 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds, I think. Doesn't need to go lower. Doesn't need to be like Bloodwetting where it's 25 seconds. 30 seconds, right? Fair? Is that not fair? I think that's fair. Missionary and Heart of Light are not. Yeah, wait, what did I already say? Well, Shake and Veal reduce all damage. That's what I was meaning. A long time, though. Well, yeah, Divine Veal and Shake It Off are still better than Dark Missionary and Heart of Light. Like, they're still better, right? They're just saying that on top of being able to cover for physical damage, it's still much better for magical damage. But it's still silly. It should just be all damage. And probably, I would say the best effects for Heart of Light, maybe put like a shield that if it breaks, give people an XCOG or something like that, or XCOG region. And for Dark Missionary, maybe that could be another shield that also breaks. But when that breaks, I don't know, everybody explodes. The shield explodes and does like, just a tiny bit of damage. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. A shield that's basically a counter. We have Blood Spiller, which now does 600. Dark Missionary, we already talked about that. Scarlet Delirium is up to 620. Comeuppance is at 720, and Tor Cleave is at 820. Now, the thing here is that this didn't need to be raised in terms of potency at all. This didn't. Like, maybe because Double Down is now one cartridge, it's going to go back to the top of the DPS, but you didn't have to do this for Dark Knight. You might be thinking, but why, Sync? Don't you love Dark Knight? And I'm like, yeah, I do, but I'm also not paying too much attention on the damage of a tank. I'm paying a lot more attention to the utility. Down of HP if TBN isn't broken. Okay, so let's talk about TBN. Obviously, as you can see, there's nothing involving TBN. TBN is the one skill that they need to work on because TBN is an obsolete ability. Being way overly like shadowed by Nascent Flash, by Intervention, by Heart of Corundum. I said that, yeah. Because all it does is give like a free hit. Quote unquote free, I say, because it still uses MP. And it is a shield. It is a pretty good barrier because it's like 25% of the health, right? But what happens after that? What happens if the shield doesn't break? Happens sometimes too. But the shield doesn't break and you get nothing. But what if you could get something? TBN is very, very, it's an ability. Say Intervention is the worst of the four? I mean, So, intervention. Reduces target party members' damage by 10%. Increases damage reduction additional 10% with Rampart or Guardian. At this point, why not have Rampart and Guardian on? Knight's Resolve targets reduces damage taken by 10%. That's 30% for 4 seconds. Additional, grants Knight's Benediction to target. Gradually restores HP for 12 seconds. Cure potency 250. I argue the